The most complex of the queries listed in IS11 is the one which asks for all students and their country from a chosen group who have an IELTS score that's less than 6.5. Use sort order country, IELTS, name, and display order name, country, IELTS. Let's create a new query design. Data for this query is stored in the student, country, and group tables. Add these to the query. Let's firstly get the criteria right before we sort all the data. Add the student's name and their IELTS score. Also add the criteria for the IELTS score, less than 6.5. Check the results and return to Design View. Here the query wants the students from a chosen group. We're going to use a parameter in this case. Add the group name from the group table. In the criteria cell for group name, type square bracket, which group, end square bracket. Check the results of this in Datasheet view. No results are returned until you type in a valid group name. I'll enter Feb 15, but you should try a few of the entries you have in your group table until you find a decent list of students. Return to Design View. It is possible to guide the user more closely as to what to enter for the group name. If we change the criteria to start square bracket, which month did the student start? And then give them examples Feb, May, July, September, and end the square bracket. This will appear in the first dialog box. Then a plus sign, new square bracket for a new dialog box. In which year did they start? Give them examples of 13, 14, 15, etc. End the square bracket. If we run the query, now you'll notice that the two dialog boxes appear, and if I respond Feb and 15 respectively, I'll get the same list as before. The plus sign simply joins the text entered in the dialog boxes into one string of characters. Try a few different entries, even make mistakes, and when you're satisfied, return to Design View and hide this column. I don't mean delete it or remove it, I mean click the checkbox next to Show. The dialogues will still appear, but the group will not be displayed. We need to add the student's country to the list of data. According to the parameters of the query, we need to display the student's name, then their country, and finally their IELTS score. But the data should be ordered by country, then IELTS, then name. To do this, we will use some hidden columns. Add another copy of country name and IELTS score to the query. Move one of the country name columns to the first column by highlighting the column and then dragging it. Sort this data in ascending order, but hide it from our results by clicking the Show checkbox. Next, highlight and move the IELTS column that contains the criteria less than 6.5 to immediately after the hidden country name column. Sort this data in descending order and choose to hide it also. Ensure the name columns are third and fourth in the query. Choose sort ascending for both, but keep them shown as this is the first data we want displayed. If required, move the second country name column so that it is fifth in the query, and finally the remaining IELTS column is last. The group name column can be hidden at this stage too. These two, the country name and IELTS column, should be shown, but no sort order belongs in these, as the sort is taken care of by the hidden columns. In summary, we have 3 hidden columns and 4 displayed columns. Sort order occurs from left to right, as does display order, unless the column is hidden. Check the outcome of your query in Datasheet View until you are satisfied that it meets the criteria that it's sorted by country, IELTS then name, but displayed by name, country and then IELTS. Save the query as IELTS concerns. Once you've mastered the skill of creating queries, try creating the 4 listed at the end of IS11 and shown in the final video of the series. Then continue to task IS12 to ensure you've done enough work to prepare for the 3rd IS practical test. Beyond that, look at the series of videos which incorporate navigation menus, which includes a video called Parameter Queries using combo boxes. This makes the process much more user-friendly.